In a bustling town surrounded by lush forests and sparkling rivers, there lived a young boy named Rohan. Rohan was known for his sharp mind and creative ideas. His teachers admired his ability to solve problems quickly, and his friends often sought his help with their schoolwork. But despite his potential, Rohan had a habit of wasting his time. He would spend hours playing video games, watching endless streams of videos, and procrastinating on his responsibilities. His parents often reminded him, "Rohan, time is precious. Use it wisely." But Rohan would just laugh and say, "Relax. There's always time later." One day, the town announced a grand science fair, and Rohan decided to participate. He had a brilliant idea for a project, a solar-powered irrigation system that could help farmers in the area. Excited, he told everyone about his plan, but instead of starting right away, he kept delaying. "I'll start tomorrow," he said, as he spent his days lounging around and chatting with friends. Weeks passed, and the deadline for the science fair approached. Rohan, realizing he had done nothing, rushed to put something together. But his project was incomplete and poorly executed. On the day of the fair, his presentation fell flat. The judges were unimpressed, and Rohan felt a deep sense of shame. His friends, who had worked hard on their projects, won prizes and recognition, while Rohan stood in the corner, feeling invisible. That evening, Rohan returned home, his head hung low. His parents didn't scold him, but their silence spoke volumes. Feeling lost, Rohan decided to visit his uncle, a retired engineer who lived on the outskirts of town. His uncle was known for his wisdom and practical advice. Sitting on the porch under the starry sky, Rohan confessed his failure. "Uncle," he said, "I don't know what went wrong. I had a great idea, but I just couldn't get it done." His uncle listened quietly, then leaned forward and said, "Rohan, the problem isn't your idea. The problem is how you treated your time. Time is like a seed. If you plant it wisely, it grows into something beautiful. But if you leave it unattended, it withers away." Rohan frowned. "But uncle, isn't there always more time? Can't I just start over?" His uncle shook his head. "No, Rohan. Time doesn't wait for anyone. Let me tell you a story." He began. Long ago, there was a talented artist named Lena. She could paint the most breathtaking landscapes, but she was lazy. She would always say, "I'll paint tomorrow." One day, a wealthy patron visited her village and offered a huge reward for the best painting. Lena's friends worked day and night, but Lena kept putting it off. When the day of the competition arrived, Lena had nothing to show. The patron left, and with him went her chance at fame and fortune. Lena spent the rest of her life regretting her wasted opportunities. Rohan sat in silence, the weight of his uncle's words settling in. For the first time, he realized how much he had taken time for granted. "Uncle," he asked, "is it too late for me to change?" His uncle smiled. "It's never too late, Rohan. Time is always moving forward, but you can choose how to use it. Start today and don't wait for tomorrow." Inspired, Rohan returned home with a new sense of purpose. He created a plan, dividing his days into blocks of time for studying, working on projects, and even relaxing. He stopped procrastinating and focused on his goals. Slowly but surely, Rohan began to see the results of his efforts. He completed his solar-powered irrigation system and presented it at the next science fair, winning first prize. Over time, he became a respected innovator in his town, known not just for his ideas but for his discipline and dedication. Rohan often shared his uncle's wisdom with others, reminding them that time is the most valuable resource we have. And so, the town learned that success isn't just about talent or ideas, it's about how wisely we use the time we're given.